Okay, so now we are connected to a DigitalOcean instance over here. What we want to do is we want to install LemStack into this droplet. So what does LemStack mean? LemStack is Linux, Nginx, MySQL and PHP. This is basically the stack on which our WordPress website will run. So once you are in the droplet, you'll run sudo apt-get update. This will update all the packages in Ubuntu. Once that's done, we'll install Nginx by running this command, sudo apt-get install Nginx. Press Y. So once Nginx is installed, you can validate this by entering the IP address of your droplet in the browser. So this should say have a welcome Nginx page. If you see this, your Nginx is installed and up and running. You can also check the status of your Nginx by using this command, sudo systemctl status Nginx. You can also restart your Nginx by changing status to restart, that is restart your Nginx. Okay, so I'm not quite sure if you are the font is clearly visible to you guys, so I request you to play this video on higher res so it's quite clear for you. Okay, so WordPress requires MySQL to run, so the next thing we'll do is install the MySQL server by running the command sudo apt-get install MySQL server. Press Y. So it is always advisable to have a strong password over here. Click the down arrow and hit OK. You'll have to confirm the password again, so I'll just do that. Click OK again. So at this point the MySQL server is already installed, but we'll need a bit more of configuration to do. So I'll run MySQL secure installation. Enter the password again. Enter. Okay, so now it is asking me to use the validate password plugin. So what this plugin does is it basically tests if your password is really strong or not. I'll select no, so I'll press any key over here and hit enter. Change the password for root, no. Remove anonymous users, yes. Disallow root login, yes. Remove test database, yes. Reload privileges, yes. So now a configuration for MySQL is complete. Next, what we'll need to do is install PHP on our server in PHP MySQL. So let's just do that. I'll run sudo apt-get install PHP FPM and PHP -MySQL. Okay, say yes. So now PHP is installed. This will create a configuration file at /etc/php/7.0/fpm/php.ini. So what we need to do is we need to edit this file. We'll use the nano editor to edit it. And what we'll do is we'll try to find fix_path info. Press Ctrl W. So path info. There you have it. It's by default commented. I'm not sure if you're able to see the semicolon towards the left. So we'll just uncomment this and we'll change 1 to 0. What this will do is this will secure our PHP installation, and it will not allow PHP to execute the closest matching file. I'll press Ctrl X and I'll say yes for the changes and I'll press enter. So that saves the file. Now once that's done, all I need to do is I need to restart the PHP for it to accept the new configuration. For that, I'll type sudo systemctl restart php 7.0-fp. So this says it's done. Now, by default, Nginx won't be using PHP, so we'll have to configure our Nginx installation to use PHP. So what we'll do is we'll go to the configuration files of Nginx, type sudo nano etc/nginx/sites available/default. There's a default file already created for us. Let's go there. So what we'll do is we'll add index.php to our index directive over here. So this will tell Nginx to serve PHP files. Then all we have to do is uncomment this line, these lines basically, for starting Nginx to process PHP files. Uncommented. We'll also uncomment the htaccess part so that Nginx by chance doesn't process it. Okay, and that's about it. I'll press Ctrl X, press Y, press enter. So to test if our configuration file is correct, I'll run sudo nginx-t. Okay, it says it failed. What is saying? Duplicate directive. Okay, let's go and check what's wrong. Okay, so we'll have to add our domain name or IP to this block over here, removing the underscore. So I'll just do that. And we'll also comment out this line which we have uncommented by mistake, because we already have a fast CGI pass directive over here. That was the error it was crying about. Let's Ctrl X, Y, enter. Now let's test the file. It says okay. So now we'll have to restart our Nginx for changes to take effect. Systemctl restart Nginx. Okay, that's done. Oh, I think it's rather reload instead of restart. When using service, we use restart. Since we are using systemctl, we can use reload Nginx. Okay, so now we need to test if our server is actually executing PHP files. So to do that, let's just create a file in the web directory. Sudo info.php. Just that line as php info. This is a PHP function that echoes out information about PHP installed. X, right, yes. So now if I go to the browser on the ip/info.php, I should see a page. Let's just do that. So this is the page I'm seeing with all the details of PHP. So this means PHP is installed on the server and we have successfully installed length stack. Oh, and by the way, I'll just go and remove the file that I just created so that other people don't know what version of PHP I've installed. RM. Great.